Following the increase in the rate of the next generation journalists among tertiary institutions in Nigeria, there is now need for the young journalists to get trained on how to report for impact and not for fame or byline. This was raised during the campus media training organized by Africa Foundation for Young Media Professionals (AFYMP) for Olabisi Onabanjo University campus journalists on Saturday at the university mini campus.
For impact, what is it exactly? If I'm going to do a story, what are the things that I should actually pay attention to? Why should I even do the story? These are some of the, because that will guide you when you're going to do a story. You already have what you want, what change you want to make. And if you look at all the award-winning stories today, they would tell the story, what led to that story, and what had been the impact of that story. So that's why you should do a story. Don't just do a story because I want my byline or I want to be popular. It's not, that's not. So
Mr. Yinka Olaito, the executive director of AFYMP, also centered on the need for young journalists to understand the ethics in journalism pertaining to the story he or she is working on.
What are the ethics they get? Even if you are doing undercover, where you pretend as if you are not a journalist but you want to get there, there's this small thing that you still need to guard against. If you are doing a rape case, the ethics is that you must not show the person of the person that is raped. If you are covering an accident victim, the ethics is that you should not take photos of dead bodies, particularly the ones that show their face, because you are not having respect for the dead body. So it's not the case you get to an accident, and you want to tell the story. The face at least must not show.
After the training session, some of the campus journalists gave their testimonials and takeaways from the session.
I learned about reporting for impact, which is very, very important as a journalist. When you're reporting, you need to know the impact of the story that you've had. So moving forward, I need to know that as a journalist, you must make sure, you must keep an eye on the stories that you have written before or you have covered. I'd like to say a very big thank you to AFYMP for this training session that we just had. It's a whole lot for me, myself personally, and for our members as well.
The take home for today's program is we should just start. We should embrace mistakes for now. We should embrace challenges, but we should just start. Because if we don't start in the future, there's not going to be before and now. So anytime if you start now, the mistakes that you're making now is what you're going to teach other people in the future.
Take home for today is basically the word push. He said the word push stands for publish until something happens. So it is something that would actually push journalists to actually not limit their publication just in the four walls of the school alone, but also outside the world.
Today I learned that we should report or we should write stories. We should not write stories for fame, but we should write stories because we want to impact our society. We should write stories that will impact lives, stories that are going to be useful for our society.
One of the things I learned from all what he said is that he quoted something from that to push until something happens. That once we report a news or anything, that we should go back to it, check the impact it's making. We should not just stop because the thing we wrote about is not bringing out a good result. That we should keep pushing until something happens.
AFYMP is a media organization that trains early career journalists to become industrious in the media space at large.
What are you talking about?